I want to find the answer myself.
Yeah, it looks like a decent patch. I would definitely say that it's somewhat of a filler because of the Sigrika character, and they seem to be stepping away from the Aemeath situation. It's gonna be a decent patch, but it is 100% a filler. Sigrika is definitely going to be a skip. Hey, what you're seeing here is the main dish of 3.2. Not even Sigrika. Sigrika is gonna be forgotten immediately after her banner. Now this is the character that players are actually waiting for. I am blown away. From the looks of it, she's gonna be 100% one of the most anticipated characters the moment we lay eyes on her. Currently, she's carrying an ice-like sword. Now, my thought on this character is obviously a katana-wielding character. It will be someone like Miyabi from Xenogears Zero, or Virgil, Devil May Cry. Now, these are the characters that pops up in my mind immediately, right? And she looks like she's gonna be the perfect unit for that alone. And they're showing us a little bit of clip of her here, and we don't get her weapon exactly. We know how Wuthering Waves works, right? We know exactly how they work. Like, for example, we see Zani, she's holding a shield, turns out to be a gauntlet. We don't exactly know what Chakona's weapons are, but turns out she's gonna be a gun user. Like, everything can be very unexpected with Wuthering Waves, and she could be anything else but a sword. But I genuinely think it's a missed opportunity to not just make her a katana-wielding sword unit, right? She's just perfect for that. She also wears Miko outfit right here. Her role is obvious. Do not mess this up. But before we get into the whole Hiyuki situation here, we are all excited about Hiyuki. She looks like a very amazing character, but I want to talk a little bit of what 3.2 is gonna look like. It's a filler patch, 100%. There's not much going on. There's gonna be new cosmetics for the bike here. There's gonna be a new end game. I don't even think it's a new end game. They're calling this an end state matrix. I don't really know if it's gonna add on the matrix mode that we already have. At the same time, they only show this one boss. They're also calling it this is a permanent end game mode. And then there's also the hologram that they're showing that they're adding the Hyvetia boss into the hologram. So it's possible that this is not the hologram boss. I thought it was gonna be like they're gonna add this boss to the hologram, like they did to the Dreamless and the other mecha boss, right? Turns out there's gonna be a hologram for Hyvetia, so I guess this is just gonna be a level fighting this boss alone. I don't know, but I'm glad to see that they're adding more combat endgames. There's not much to look forward to optimization, if I'm being honest. Other than this one motorcycle fits they made, if you bump into some road that has like a crooked edges, they immediately just make you jump and you smoothly walk. There won't be any stuck anymore, it seems. It's good, you know, it makes the motorcycle exploration a lot more smoother. Other than that, there's not much. Echo optimization, honestly, I don't really care about echo optimization anymore. I think they've done their job with the echo optimization. I think people are just looking for more storage for the echo. If you just explore in Wuthering Waves and you just do echo farming here and there, you're just gonna waste your time because your echo storage is just gonna be maxed out. That happens to me a lot, so I kind of stopped exploring. I kind of stopped farming for echoes these days just because of that. I just used up my stamina, energy, and then I'm done. Good for the day. Moving on, we're gonna talk about the events. The events are good. It's quite decent. They have these small events where you play like Tetris. You're playing some old mini games in arcade, and honestly, I am loving it. There's like this rhythm game mode. I don't think all of these events are permanent now. It's good to say that they're not making everything permanent. It seems like they're reducing the storage. So hopefully if they continue to not make every single event permanent, there's a small chance where they could actually reduce the size of storage in Wuthering Waves. Now moving on, I don't want to talk about this event. I don't want to talk about 3.2 all that much anymore. It's really just a filler patch and I'm okay with it. I am not hating on it. It's about time players get filler patches. I think ever since we got to Renacita, we constantly having to go through this whole thing where players have to pull for every single unit in the game. Every single patch, there's like 2 to 3 units and you just have to catch up to the game over and over. And if you miss that character, well, guess what? There's a new character, different character. You gotta move on from that character. We gotta take a break, okay? We finally got a break and obviously we're pulling for Hiyuki. So Sigrika is a miss, okay? I've seen her playstyle. I think it looks good that she can punch the enemy here and there. Honestly, they be giving the moveset for Sigrika exactly the moveset I wanted Zani to have. Punching the enemies, literally using the bare hands, right? She looks good, okay? Unfortunately, characters ahead of her patches looks a lot more better, if I have to be honest with you. Now, Hiyuki is not only a good-looking character, nice feature for a character, katana-wielding character, you know, white hair and everything. Not only that, she also has the similar look as the character called Alpha in Punishing Grey Raven. Not like I know anything about Alpha. Here, I don't really play Punishing Grey Raven, but I know one of the trailer with Alpha in it is the collab with Devil May Cry, where Virgil fighting Alpha. It looks amazing, she looks dope, and I wish I have the chance to play her. Now here I want to show you why Alpha is a big deal to me. Why Hiyuki is heavily inspired by Alpha from Punishing Grey Raven. This is Alpha fighting the... Oh, hold on. Skip through this. Devil May Cry character Virgil. And the trailer here, I know they're trying to sell Virgil as a character, but Alpha really sticks out, okay? And they both look good. They both look great. And I believe people are expecting this, right? That they will have, like, Hiyuki will have similar moveset to somewhat like Miyabi as well. Miyabi have this moveset, right? Like from Virgil, there's this whole thing. I forgot what it's called, like, but every moveset in Devil May Cry has a name. Slicing all this and then, bam. You know, it looks really cool, and I think they should definitely add that moveset into the game. Because why not, right? I mean, it's one of the coolest moveset in every single hack and slash games. Virgil did this, and that's about all I want to show you here. I get the gist of it, right? Hiyuki looks like she's gonna be a really cool character. Did I mention the Ice Sword? Like, the Ice Sword is so cool. Here's what I think her character is gonna be. Definitely 100% a DPS. Not making her DPS is a missed opportunity, especially when we're getting a Spectre unit back to back from Zani. I mean, let me go back from Jinxie to Phoebe to then Zani. They're all kind of DPS like units, okay? Phoebe and Zani both DPS, that's why they're like weird units to play around together. And now we got Luke, where he's also a DPS on his own, doing not Spectral Frazzle, but the Tomb Break mechanic. And we also got the Aero unit. We got a lot of Aero units, okay? Gian and Cartethyia, they're both Aero units. Cartethyia beats Gian 100%. But now we're getting Sigrika, another Aero DPS. This girl right here is a DPS, despite her looks. She's a DPS. Now, of course, for Electro unit, Augusta was the last, and the first two Electro units, Kuro and Changliao, they're both great. I mean, Changliao still performs in the endgame content, but Augusta clears everything, okay? So we don't really need another Electro unit, obviously. Now we're just gonna need a DPS Glacio, because the last one we got was Carlotta. Carlotta was ages ago. The first time we arrived in Rinasita, she was the first banner, the first ever banner. So she's a bit outdated. And I know that's offensive for me to say. She's a bit outdated, which is why if this character right here were to power crap Carlotta, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, it wouldn't be so bad. And finally, last thing I want to mention, Glacio Chef. I think she should be the one that takes over that title. Okay, she's the first Glacio Chef unit. Now for my next theory. Okay, here we go. This is the best part. Okay, Chisa. Now somebody said this first, okay, not me. It's possible they do look alike because of the eyes, look very similar. But honestly, it's not really a bad idea to make them work well together. If Hiyuki were to turn out to be Glacio Chef, that means Chisa will be her best in slot. Yep, Chisa, she will help every single unit that does negative status, which includes Cartethyia, Phoebe, and Zani. And Glacio Chef, if Hiyuki can perform Glacio Chef, Chisa will be the best in slot. Now we all know that everybody likes Hiyuki, everybody will be pulling for her, everybody wants her. We all are just currently waiting for 3.2 to end so that we can pull for Hiyuki, right? But there's another character that decided to tease us. This other character, everybody is calling her Denia or Denia or something like that. Her character features looks pretty cool. She has chains around her neck. There's this blue thing going on around her chest. Reminds me a lot of Aemeath. I know that's a bit of a stretch. They both have this chest thing glowing on them, okay? And Aemeath have this heart shape around her chest with a taser mark. Honestly, that's about it. And the pink hair, I guess. The pink hair is very obvious. Obviously, I'm just making stuff up right now. But hey, that's just for the fun of it. Honestly, I'm just really excited for Hiyuki to drop. And that's all I want to say. Again, 3.2 is going to be a mid patch. A filler patch, and it's okay. 100% not bothered by it at all. It's about time that we get to skip a banner. It's about time we don't really need to care about the patch all that much. Just do our dailies and then just save our pools. Oh my god, isn't that satisfying enough to save finally? Get to save your pools. About time. Skipping Sigrika, pulling for Hiyuki, pulling for the collab. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.